This past year, I had an amazing invitation. I was asked to host and perform in a show at Lincoln Center in New York called Take Me Out to the Ball Game. They asked me to sing that song and to MC the event, and they commissioned me to write another song about baseball. Now, I'd never been commissioned to write anything in my life, and I didn't know how you turn on your songwriting mojo. You know, I have to be inspired. But I got an idea that I thought was a surefire winner. I used to sell Crackerjacks in the Orange Bowl for the Miami Dolphins back in the mid-'70s. It's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it. And lots of odd-type characters sell stuff in stadiums. So my idea for this Lincoln Center show, the deal was I couldn't perform it anywhere in the world till it made its world debut on August 6th outdoors. I mean, this is like a really big deal. So I got this idea that I would find the oldest living Crackerjack vendor at Yankee Stadium and interview him. He's got to have some fascinating stories. I would write a song about him, sing the song at Lincoln Center, then have him come out and take a bow. Wouldn't that be a great thing? Well, I called up the Yankees and they said, "You want to do what?" And I explained to them, and they kept shunting me off from one person to another, till finally I get this guy. He said, "Ma'am, you don't understand the legal ramifications of what you are asking." I said, "What legal ramifications?" I want to interview him, write a little song, sing it, have him take a bow. There's no downside to this. He said, "Crackerjacks is a trademark term. New York Yankees is a trademark term. If we let you do this," and I'm not saying that we will, but if we let you do this, then we have to go through the song line by line to see if we would allow you to sing it. And this could never happen by August 6th. And this is back in January. I said, "Are you kidding me?" And he said, "You really don't understand the legal ramifications of what you're asking." So I said, "Well, maybe I should write a song about how the legal profession is ruining baseball and songwriting in one fell swoop." And then he said, "Well, maybe you should write a song about me hanging up on you." And then I took it a step too far. I said, "Excuse me, is this George Costanza I am talking to?" And he hung up. So I couldn't do my Crackerjack vendor song for Yankee Stadium. But then I had a brainstorm just a few days before the event. I thought I could make one up. They can't stop me from doing that. So I've written a song that I hope will give the Yankees nightmares for years and years and years to come. It's called "The Legal Ramifications of a Crackerjack Vendor Who Works at Yankee Stadium." And it's a quite unusual song in that it will end when all of you in unison scream out the name of a beloved American comedy legend. I know you're thinking, what? But you will do it, and when you do, I will stop the song. Here we go. The legal ramifications of a Crackerjack vendor who works at Yankee Stadium. His name is Joe. He sells Crackerjacks at Yankee Stadium. Her name is Flo. She's getting kinda hungry, thinks I'm gonna get me some. Oh, it's been a long time since Flo ate Crackerjacks. She forgot about the free prize. She starts chowing down and does not know a plastic yo-yo's hidden inside. Oh, Flo starts choking on the yo-yo. The people sitting round her all say, uh-oh. The man behind her does a Heimlich maneuver. The yo-yo shoots out like a bullet from a Luger. Yo-yo hits an old lady yakking on a cell phone in the back of her head. She's so startled, she drops the cell phone, then she drops dead. Oh, it's not that sad. She was a criminal on the 10 most wanted list. She even stole the tickets to this baseball game, so let's face it, she won't be missed. A seeing-eyed dog picks up the cell phone, gives it to his master dog. Thought it was an old bone. The blind guy calls a pal. In Timbuktu, he calls his wife, his girlfriend, and his mother too. People sitting near the blind guy start yelling they're sick of his yakety-yak. But he don't care. He keeps on talking. He tells his dog to attack. Oh, the seeing-eyed dog bites a tiny baby. Don't worry, doesn't hurt it that much. But the mom gets mad, lunges at the dog, gives him a great big shove. The dog lands on a man eating a bowl of chop suey. He's a Japanese tourist here to cheer Matsui. The Japanese guy's allergic to dogs and cats. He starts having an asthma, then a heart attack. people start yelling, "Somebody get the medics and tell them to bring a defibrillator." But it broke last week in an unsuccessful attempt to revive an elderly waiter. Just then Derek Jeter hits a foul ball into the same section of the stands. As luck would have it, the ball comes down in the Japanese guy's hands. Oh, just for a second, the stadium is hushed, followed by a tremendous rush. The crowd pounces on the Japanese guy grabbing for the ball. It jump starts as hard, he doesn't die after all. Meanwhile, Tommy Smothers is walking through the stands. He sees a yo-yo lying on the stairs. He bends down to pick it up, but people tell him, "Don't, a lady choked on it," but Tommy don't care. Oh, Tommy Smothers doing all kinds of fancy tricks. People are clapping, having a really great time. But suddenly Flo stands up and screams, "Give me back that yo-yo, Tommy Smothers, it's mine!" Oh, Flo and Tommy Smothers get into a big fight, kicking and screaming with all their might. Punches are thrown, tempers flare, yo-yo flies up into the air. Joe the Crackerjack vendor catches the yo-yo, puts it in his pocket and he walks away. The Yankees lose that game to the Red Sox. Joe sells the yo-yo on eBay. Oh, the Japanese guy takes a turn for the worse. I'm so sad to report his family wants to sue the Yankees and Derek Jeter for millions. Yankees want to settle out of court. While the case drags on for more than a year, Derek Jeter drowns his sorrow in beer. Steinbrenner falls in love, and what do you know? The new girl of his dreams is the yo-yo woman Flo. Yo-Yo Ma and the Smothers Brothers play at the church the day Flo and Steinbrenner are wed. They feast on champagne and Crackerjacks. Steinbrenner chokes on a prize and drops dead. Oh, he starts traveling down a long dark tunnel. He's heading for that bright light. When he gets there, St. Peter looks at him and says, "Sorry, no room for you here tonight." So he starts traveling down the other way. It's getting hotter and hotter, what can I say? Devil looks at Steinbrenner and shakes his head. He doesn't want him either. He's got no choice, he comes back to life instead. Steinbrenner comes to lying on the floor. He's so grateful to be alive. But through some trick of this time-space continuum, it's now the year 1985. First thing Steinbrenner sees when he opens his eyes is that cursed Crackerjack box. He takes it as a sign to sell the New York Yankees and to buy the Boston Red Sox. While the Red Sox win the pennant the very next year, their fans are ecstatic. They cry, they cheer. They're in the World Series against the New York Mets. They figure we can't lose. You wanna bet? Oh, it's not really Steinbrenner's fault that the Red Sox blew such a crucial game. There's just something about that man that seems to attract our collective blame. Ah, what am I kidding? That last part never happened, but I swear the rest of the song is true. So next time you go to Yankee Stadium, this is what I want you to do. Look for the Crackerjack vendor, Joe. Tell him that I said hello. Give a kiss to his new wife, Flo, and their 3 darling children, Larry, Curly, and... I was in Saratoga Springs a couple weeks ago, and I just written the song then. And at the very end, I said, the 3 darling children, Larry, Curly, and this guy stands up and screams, "Tommy Smothers!" He's the same kind of guy who thinks that ring rhymes with stud.